My name's Harriet. I hack your AI so the bad guys can't.
Well, we're taking a break from our regularly scheduled AI security content this week. I have to be traveling in South Korea this week. That's definitely one of the benefits of the job that I have. I'm either working totally remotely or I'm on a job, which is often in location. And this week it is a remote work week, but my friend and I are in South Korea. And I thought this would be a great opportunity to take you along and basically see what kind of lifestyle you can have working in AI security. While I'm here, I'm staying with my friend Fifi. We're in Seoul for a couple of days, we're in Busan for a couple of days, and then Seoul again for 3 more nights. It'll be a mixture of sightseeing as well as digital nomad style, remote working, and I have a few meetings while I'm here as well. But hopefully sort of looking at working in an emerging tech field in a slightly different way. So thank you again for being here, and I hope you enjoy traveling with me in South Korea. Very exciting.
I'm so lucky to have amazing friends like Fee who will come and travel with me. She also made this little itinerary for our trip. Isn't it the sweetest? It was an 8-hour flight, but I got some work done, so that was okay. And then we finally landed 8,000 kilometers away in Seoul.
They usually do a little intro where they're like, hello, welcome.
Intro?
Oh, the influencers.
I'm so awkward.
Hello, we made it to Korea. I can't believe it. So we're currently in our little guest house, which is super cute, very traditional. Strap on in.
So for our first couple of nights in Seoul, we stayed at this adorable hanok, which is basically a traditional guest house called Hanok Guest House Suni in Seongbokgu. The owner there was so lovely, and each morning they provided this beautiful breakfast for us. We thought we were staying quite far out, but it was actually near a lot of universities, so it was a really fun area without being too busy. Seoul itself is really big and has so many districts. The population of Seoul is almost 10 million people, and it's 25 million if you're including the surrounding metropolitan area. The population of Australia, where I live, is around 26 million, so this is just staggering to me, but I know that's an Australia thing. The entire population of South Korea is around 52 million. So obviously I have to do a bunch of work while I'm here, but I'm not really vlogging that. Instead, you'll see a bunch of the touristy activities we're doing around Seoul and Busan. But if you're a digital nomad or a wannabe digital nomad, I will pepper a few tips throughout the video if that's what you're interested in.
Obviously, first item of the day, coffee. I hate it so much when you go somewhere and the coffee cups are really small, but these are appropriately sized and good.
South Korea is also known for its pop culture. Korea pop, or K-pop, was worth around $10 billion US in 2021, which is crazy. I kind of thought I would see one of the Blackpink members just wandering around, but no, I didn't get to meet Lisa. What we did see on every corner though were these photo booth shops. It was so fun. They had lots of different outfits you could put on, and actually there were no other people there, no shopkeepers. So clearly South Korea is safe enough that people are trusted not to steal things from the stores. There are thousands of these kinds of shops around Seoul, and they often have different themes too.
It's my carrot bag.
I'm sorry, I feel like carrots are everywhere this weekend.
Oh, this is an inside joke because all my friends know carrots are my favourite snack, especially to travel with. I'm a big reader, so we had to go to the Gangnam Kyobo Book Center. It was also very Instagrammable. There were lots of fellow hashtag content creators there. I don't know what I'm doing, so I just copied them and took some awkward action shots of me on the escalators. Whee! Of course, we had to pop past the Gangnam Style statue, which is famous from the song that was big back when I was young. Gangnam Style as a term refers to the nouveau-riche lifestyles associated with the Gangnam region of Seoul, so of course we had to honour this important cultural statement by doing the dance in front of lots of strangers and my camera. Fifi is a massive foodie and I'll try anything once, so we then went to have lunch at Gwangjang Market. It's the oldest and largest traditional food market in South Korea, established back in 1905. I don't remember what we ate. Noodles, dumplings, ask Fifi, but it tasted good. Ah, coffee number 2.
Google Images was introduced because
So we decided really spontaneously to come to South Korea.
no, you go.
Of course, we had to end the evening with soju, another famous Korean drink, and then we went to the photo booths. And then we went to bed. There's always a balance to strike between getting work done on trips and actually being present in the moment. For example, in this vlog you don't see that I'll often wake up earlier to get some work done, and on travel days I'll usually queue work to do on my laptop or podcasts to listen to catch me up on AI related news. However, I also just love the chance to look out the window on long train and bus journeys and enjoy the moment. There is always work to do, but I'll only be in this moment once.
We made it to Busan and now we can go and explore. Are you excited, Fifi?
Yes, I am.
So this is the view on the way up to Gumcheon Cultural Village. It's actually quite a trek uphill. Fortunately, we're both very fit and modest. You can also get a bus up, but we really enjoyed soaking it up, and we also went battling for space with tourists. We even found this little outdoor gym, which is so cute, but also by the time you've walked up this hill, do you even need a gym? This view was absolutely spectacular. I highly recommend you get here at sunset. And then we went back to Busan City for the evening, and we had some more delicious food. I can't remember. I do remember we had a lot of kimchi though. Definitely have to try the kimchi. The next day we started at Haeundae Beach. It was stunning. It reminded me of beaches in Australia. There are so many things to do around this area. Cafe culture in South Korea is massive. I know a lot of other digital nomads actually base themselves out here and hang out at cafes during the day, so if you're interested, go check it out. You know, I really battled over whether to keep some of these more candid moments in here. I've often felt pressured to not show my goofy or girly sides online because I own my own tech business and my PhD is in machine learning security, and I always worry that people won't take me seriously. But you know, at the end of the day, I want my viewers not to feel that way and to know that you can lean into all the different sides of yourself authentically, and not only is that okay, but that's the only way you'll live a fulfilling life and find your path. For lunch we went to Jagabchi Fish Market. Fifi is a seafood queen, so we had to go, although it was a little bit shocking seeing all the living sea animals that would soon not be.
Yeah. We like most things, just not the octopus.
I especially felt really bad for the octopi, because they're really intelligent animals. So we didn't eat that, but we did have an incredible seafood lunch of sashimi, crab, fish, and so many sides for around 100 Australian dollars. That's like 80 US dollars.
Ooh, well that was delicious. I feel very full. How do you feel, Fifi? Fifi's the seafood connoisseur. Best experience ever though. And I'm gonna go marry that seaweed farmer now and move here for the seafood forever.
Just before sunset we headed back to Haeundae Beach for the cable car rides. This was actually so beautiful and one of the highlights of the entire trip. I highly recommend it.
Well, busy full day in Busan. Honestly, it started off this morning a bit average. We didn't sleep very well. The hotel room was a bit uncomfortable, and I got a couple of emails last night that was sort of a bit of a battle. Complications to work, and I didn't sleep well. I was thinking about them all night, and then I had to wake up early so that I could put out those fires, and I had to do a bit of work during the day and try and hop on internet where possible, but also not wanting to take away from the trip, for me, but especially for Fifi as well. How often are we going to be in Korea? So bit of a battle, but ended the day managing to get all the work stuff done, sent off the things I needed to send, received the things that I needed to get from people. And yeah, we had a beautiful day, beautiful seafood lunch, ended the day with the little cable car style ride along the coast and Hyundai Beach. Anyway, our Uber is just arriving to take us back to the hotel, so I'll talk to you tomorrow. Well, we've made it back to Seoul, and now we're going to Insta, but it's coffee o'clock, so I can't talk now until I've had my coffee. It's almost 4 p.m. This is only my second coffee.
Desperate times called for desperate measures, so we actually ended up at the Poo Cafe called Drong Cafe in Jongno-gu, and it was really cool.
So we're currently at Insadong, and as you can tell, the light is already dimming. Fifi's just doing some shopping. I'm out here just soaking in the coffee I've just had. The only thing about traveling and working remotely, and I'm pretty laid back and chilled out in many respects, but I need my coffee at certain times of the day. Usually I wake up at 6, so I have a 6 a.m. coffee, a 9 a.m. coffee, and a midday coffee. And the thing about traveling is that it's very hard to plan around those times. And I've only just had my second coffee for the day, about 4:30 p.m. And I'm just impressed that I was alive and walking. I don't have many vices, but coffee is a big one. Anyway, let's go shopping.
There were also so many cool vintage shops in this area and around Seoul in general. Fifi got a caricature of herself made, which was really cool. And then of course we had to have Korean barbecue. On our way back to our hotel, we also passed this robot hotel. So there were no real staff here, it was manned by robots. We actually thought we'd see more robot cafes in South Korea, but I think that's more of a thing in Japan.
Hello, good morning. Good morning. How are you?
Good.
So we woke up really early to go on this full day tour of the demilitarized zone, which is the small strip of land between South and North Korea, and wow, it was fascinating. So North and South Korea's relationship has been characterized by tension and division since the Korean War, which was in 1950 to 1953, and it ended with an armistice but no formal peace treaty, and so North and South Korea are technically at war. Right here we're looking into North Korea. You can actually see North Korean flags. There were also areas with binoculars where you could see people, trucks, buildings. It was fascinating. Definitely a highlight of the trip. I learned so much, and I think it was done quite tastefully too. Now, for a bit of a context switch, of course we had to do a night out while we were in South Korea, so we did a bar crawl in Itaewon.
We're here at the Royal Palace. Of course we had to do the hanbok dress up, and it's just insane how many people are here. I didn't really realise how fun this would be, but as usual Fifi planned a great activity and I'm loving it. Well, it's our final day in South Korea. We're about to head to the airport for our 9:50 p.m. overnight flight. I always hate an overnight flight, but it is so worth it to have been here. It's been an incredible experience. I hope you've enjoyed following along with me. I feel like I have to say, I'm so privileged to lead the lifestyle that I lead, that I get to sort of work and travel at the same time, and it's definitely not something I take for granted. And I really hope that anyone watching this who might have wanted to do the same, you know, should feel inspired that it can happen. Yeah, it's definitely not like this every week. Other weeks are just totally full on in location doing a job. I've worked really hard to create a work lifestyle and a career where this is what I get to do. You know, I always wanted to travel a lot when I was younger. I always kind of wanted to have the kind of job where it's on my own terms and I get to work on something that I think is really important and life-changing in, you know, the small way that a single person or a team can contribute to changing the world. But I hope I'm definitely getting there, and I hope that you will feel inspired and encouraged to also find a way to build travel into your work life, or if not, to feel like you can live vicariously through me. So it has been such a pleasure to have you join me and Fifi. She's just inside finishing up packing before we head off, but it's been such a pleasure. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video.
Again, thank you so much, and let me know if you want to see more content like this. I'm often on the road, so I can definitely do a few more travel vlogs. But please like, subscribe to my channel, and thank you so much. I'll see you in the next episode.